Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
He was brought down at the
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. It's out. 18. What's that? Out.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Houston.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
On the quick, right? Look the hot.
From the gun, Stroud. Snake, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
18. What's that? It's out.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Tom. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He brings it in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Red. 18.
Throwing is Stroud. That one connects. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. Escapes a defender. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for second down. Lawrence working from the gun. All the left side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield.
Let's go.
Tootin on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. He's got it over the middle. Space past the 35. Big man showing up the yards. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
18. Outside.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Buying some time right. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Take down the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. On now is York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Out to the right, out to the right. 18. That's it.
On the gun, here's a handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, hey.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The right side caught by Thomas. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down, Jaguars.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
Setting him on the dive. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 7. Cam Little to kick off for the
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. With the pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Running right side. Jukes away from one. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. We've set it down from 37. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before he's released and alter that throw.
He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down give to Tootin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
21. Texans 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Oh, ready? Why Tony?
Back to work after throwing the pin. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
71.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Second and 3 now. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them.
That was
Set
the
up
for
big
Christmas.
runs like this
That was
because
the
they
for
see
Christmas,
what's
I think.
behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and
Oh,
extra
there's-
yards.
That
looked like pretty good coverage. It was great coverage.
Got to throw on first down. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Stroud off of play action. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down throw, Lawrence. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch. You took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Lawrence to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
To kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. A pretty sound stop there defensively.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds his running back. This is Bayshore Tootin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to be set just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence now off the play action. Brought in close to the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teachable.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Texans 14. Cam Little, the kickoff for the
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Supposed to regret the fact that Syracuse scored a late touchdown or NC State scored a late touchdown.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Was reacting to the hand that they were dealt last week in a game that was over.
Here's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That was good.
And this is why scouts talk about a player.
I thought you did those hours for
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And will be a 1st down, Texans. Out of the shotgun, again to Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next. On the quick, right?
There's flying, and then there's making the most of the clock. There's nothing.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
With access to the first level of there's nothing.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass is caught at the 9. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Running from the pistol, it's Newton. And it looks like they're giving him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Has the open man downfield. He's still going at the 30. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Red on the red.
And off to 2. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Texans going with 6 DBs for this third down. They're in dime.
Hey, go, go. Go, John.
They're in long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Little knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Look at hot. Hey, south. 118. That's it.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Joe Mixon. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
19 seconds. That's right. 118. That's it.
From the gun, Stroud. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Jags loading up the secondary on this 3rd down. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect to a takedown. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4. Here he goes. Going to have this on 4th down. Got lost behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one count.
Caught by his back. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looking inside the red zone. This one moving off target, Brock. That's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And it's going to be second down.
He was defended by Jalen Dietrich.
Hey, Ron!
Back to the air, Lawrence. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. His fourth total score of the game. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
No, that's it.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
What's your definition?
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense is just been relentless.
Well, there's a little bit of a play.
It's on the turn, falls out, he lost it. And the offense recovers, he can still advance it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Working underneath here to Mixon. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans down by 16. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Brought in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a 1-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 2-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gets this to Fant. Oh, and he is correct at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. They're going to pass it here. That's what he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Gun.
Setting up to pass. And really, oh, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a big play late in this ball game. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Tilton gets it from the gun. There's one that's about 4, but he's still no shy of that marker. It's 4th down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side, Kate. It's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Look at hot.
Back to throw. Throw finding his back. Nixon. And this one doesn't go far. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Under.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars make the play that should have won them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether. You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
We're at on a heavy. Hey, kill.
He'll look to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere. Almost straight up into the air. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right.
Here he is to throw. Ryan right side. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Try to throw on first down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key.